I'm Michella Chester with NCAA Digital with a look at some of the top pitchers to watch for the 2022 college baseball season. This list is limited to 15, so obviously we won't have them all. But let's go through some of the top arms on the mound this year. Starting with a no-doubter, Landon at Mississippi State. He posted a 5-0 record with a 1.44 ERA and 13 saves in 56.1 innings last season as a freshman. And he was a huge part of the national championship run, so big at the College World Series. Sims punched out 100 batters in those 56 innings, a huge workload for a relief pitcher, and will move to the rotation this season. Get ready for strikeouts early and often. Next, we've got lefty Parker Messick at Florida State, the 2021 ACC Pitcher of the Year and Freshman of the Year. Messick was 8-2 last season with 126 strikeouts and a 3.1 ERA in 90 innings. He could have a massive 2022 campaign for the Noles, and he is joined by BRYCE, who spent the summer as a Cape Cod All-Star after earning third-team All-ACC honors in 2021. Justin Campbell at Oklahoma State is next, a two-way guy with a big role this season. Campbell stands tall on the mound at 6'7", and he's got a full pitch mix. He was one of 5 finalists for the John Olerud Two-Way Player of the Year award last season after finishing with 102 strikeouts with a 2.57 ERA in 84 innings. Andrew Taylor at Central Michigan makes the list. The hard-throwing right-hander burst onto the scene last year, winning MAC Pitcher of the Year. He ranked number 8 nationally with a 1.81 ERA and posted 125 strikeouts, was second in the nation with 11 victories, and finished out 5 complete games. Next, CARSON WHISENHUNT at ECU, perhaps the best lefty across the board in 2022 with one of the best changeups nationally in his arsenal. WHISENHUNT enters the season a preseason first-team All-American in 4 different publications after he struck out 79 hitters in 62 innings a year ago. He played for the USA Collegiate National Team in the offseason and can only get better this season. The number 1 Texas Longhorns have Pete HANSEN leading their rotation. He closed out 2021 with 2 appearances in the College World Series. HANSEN has a strong command on his fastball and a great 2021 resume with a 9-1 record, 1.88 ERA, and an 80-23 strikeout to walk ratio. He will be joined by Tristan and Tanner Witt. Stevens returns after a great 2021 as well, where he was rock solid behind Ty Madden with a 3.31 ERA. Hunter BARCO is up next at Florida in the shortened 2020 season. He had a 1.4 ERA and a 162 opponent batting average before finishing last season with 94 strikeouts and a big 7-0 stretch last year where he secured wins over number 3 Ole Miss, number 2 Vanderbilt, and number 8 Mississippi State. Should be big on the rock this season. Sam HIGHFILL at NC State is next. He made quite the name for himself in the postseason last year, the type of guy that loves the big moments and shows up big for them. He got the win over number 1 Arkansas in the Super Regionals, then allowed just 2 hits in a career-high 7.1 shutout innings, and then went 3 for 4 at the plate in back-to-back games against Vandy in Omaha. No big deal, Sam. I mean, I'm so ready to see HIGHFILL and the Wolfpack this season. Let's keep rolling. We've got Carson PALMQUIST at Miami, who has been phenomenal out of the bullpen for the Canes the past 2 seasons. He posted a 2.22 ERA over 44.2 innings with 75 strikeouts and just 8 walks. He's expected to make the jump to the starting rotation this season and has some big potential. Over at Georgia, you have Jonathan Cannon, who has refined his pitches for this season, according to D1 Baseball. He had an impressive outing in the Cape Cod League in the offseason and has first-round potential next draft. The 6'6" physical right-hander is 7-2 with a 3.38 ERA through his career so far, but should be looking up this season. Northeastern has Cam Schlittler, an interesting arm to watch this season. The 6'6" righty posted an 8-1 record with a minuscule 1.88 ERA last season and was recently named 2022 CAA Preseason Co-Player of the Year. At Cal Poly, Drew Thorpe makes the list. The Friday night ace punched out 104 hitters a year ago and earned a spot on the collegiate national team in the offseason. Over in the SEC, Blade Tidwell is an arm you will want to keep an eye out for this season for Tennessee. He's reached 98 miles per hour and has a wipeout slider. The 6'4" righty will be the ace for a volunteer team coming off of a College World Series run. Lastly, I have two relievers I can't not add to this list, with Nick Maldonado at Vandy and Aaron Nixon at Texas. The Doors have question marks in the starting rotation, but Maldonado was one of the best bullpen arms in the nation last season, with a 59-7 strikeout to walk mark and 9 saves. He could start or he could close for Tim Corbin this year. Then Nixon will likely stay in that closer role for Texas. He closed out 2021 with a 2.21 ERA and 9 saves. A few other arms to watch: Josh White at California, Marcus Johnson at Duke, Paul Skeens at Air Force, and so many more. It should be another great college baseball season on the bump.